Who is it? Oh, it's you again. Can't you read? What's up, everybody? Mike with Cleveland Cutting Board and Furniture Company coming at you with a weekend shop update. 2 weeks in a row. Can you believe it? I can believe it. 2 weeks in a row. I got a list here, and I'm so smart. I wrote a black pencil on black walnut, so that's why I have my glasses on. What have I been working on this week? The first thing I've been working on is my personal dining room table. About 3 years ago, I had a big order for 116 by 24 cutting boards. I loaded them all up, and it split it and cracked it. Each board probably weighed 12 pounds, so I was 1,200 pounds. So the fact that it held up until that last couple of boards and split, not too bad. So I stripped it down. I never really cared for the finish too much. I had a high gloss finish on there. I didn't like it, so it gave me a reason to strip it. So I stripped it all down. Then there was a little weird, funky thing, so I put a bow tie in there. There's some video of me doing that. My buddy Cliff was here helping me film for that video. We're gonna do a separate video on that, I think. When I get home later, I'll check the footage, see how that looks. But got that done, got it stripped. It's drying right now. The bow tie Dutchman's drying. Wiped it out with mineral spirits. That'll be in a video upcoming. Working on that. I started the conference table build. So I've had those pieces of wood. I had these pieces of wood here. Been sitting around for a week on my workbench. I'd walk by and I'd stare at it, have a cocktail, a cold beer, a shot of whiskey, and just kind of stare at it, walk by it. Every day I would just sit and stare at it. So I kind of came up with a plan. I'm gonna do something different on this one. It's live edge. I'm sorry, not live edge. It's river live edge in the middle, some big cracks, but I'm not doing resin. I'm gonna do something different, something I've never done on that one. I'm sure someone else has done it. I doubt it's an original idea, but I have an idea, something I'm gonna do. And I have a nice cool metal base I got from Flowy Line Design. If you haven't checked those guys out, you should. They got some cool stuff. So working on that conference room table, that's gonna be a few weeks build because I'm just kind of taking my time and letting the creative juices flow as I go. So got that in the works. Let's see, secret sign of the month. Friends of my wife and I, her and her boyfriend bought a house, and I made this sign for her as a housewarming gift. She's an awesome bartender as well, so I made her this bottle opener with her name on it and the sign for her and her boyfriend to hang in their new house or in their garage or in their basement or on the tree in their backyard. So got that going for them. So that was the secret sign of the month for September. Anyway, what else is going on? I have been a wood turning fool lately. So I've been turning stuff nonstop. So the first thing I've been turning, I got into some billy clubs. I had an order for a billy club. That one already shipped. I didn't get a picture of it, unfortunately, but I made out a bunch. So here's one with some flames on it. This is some white oak. Here's another one in white oak with a HD logo on there. That's up for sale. This is, I think, red oak. This is actually a bunch of laminate red oak with some patriotic stuff on there. This one's up for sale. Plain Jane ones are 25. Here's one that's drying. This has got some walnut cherry. I'm sorry, this has some Brazilian cherry, walnut, and Appalachian maple, hard maple. This one I think I might keep for myself. This one's got some pretty cool designs in it. I just laminated a bunch of pieces together. And what I do is because there's already a hole in it from mounting it to the lace, so I just put an eyelet in there, and this is how I hang it when I spray it with lacquer. I put 2 or 3 heavy coats of lacquer, buff it off with some steel wool, and a final coat is ready to go. This one I might laser engrave still, but I think I'm gonna keep this one for myself. Bottle openers. I've been knocking out some bottle openers. Haven't got a lot of orders right now, so I've had some free time to get some stuff ready for the holiday season. Here's a nice walnut bottle opener. I did a little video on this a couple weeks ago. It's on my YouTube channel down there too. Just shows wood turning. And then I scored some amazing California redwood burl. So here's one I turned. This one's gonna be for sale. I filled it with some resin. Oh my God, I love this stuff. It turns nice. It's a little softer, so you gotta be careful. Make sure your tools are nice and sharp because it's got a lot of tear out. So I've been just wood turning. My buddy Barney, yeah, great guy. Barney and I we used to ride bikes together back in the day. We need to get together and do that again soon. I think we've partied in probably 6 or 7 states via motorcycle. Great guy. He had some chisels. He had, I think they're from the family, or they had old busted up handles. So I took the chisels, I cleaned them up a little bit, put a new edge on them on the whetstone, and turned these handles here out of American cherry. It's an older design, so there's kind of weak where the wood goes into the base, but I put some resin in there, try to make it more, they're not something you want to beat on, they're more finessing. So I put a nice edge on there. Those are shipping out to Barney on Monday. What else is on my list? Here's the cherry platter. I'm still trying to figure out, this one I'm still giving away. I talked about it in last week's video. I got a couple ideas for a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. That'll be in a separate video. But I turned this walnut platter here. This was for a wedding gift for me to give to somebody. Still got to do the laser engraving, but the bowl's turned out awesome. I'm gonna do, I think their family wedding established. They've already got a cutting board. They've already got a sign, so I made them the bowl and put something on there for them. That'd be nice. I did get an order though for some coasters. A lady said she wanted some nice cherry coasters to go on her coffee table. These are American cherry. They're a Maloof design. They're pillow shaped, and then it's got an inlay of the cork in there. She ordered 4. Those are all done. Those will be shipping out this week. Halloween's coming up next month. I have a large abundance of the resin skulls. And what these are is I'm doing a resin pour. The resin's so expensive, you don't want to throw it away, so I have some of the mold, so I fill it in here. That's why you have some are different colors, because it's different pours. So I have these for sale. These will be 20 bucks. These are great for, put them out for Halloween decorations. They make, my one buddy, he takes them and uses them for gear shifters when he builds a car. I've had a lot of people buy them for that. Decoration, they're kind of cool to have hanging around. So resins are for sale. Those are for, I can ship them, but I prefer you pick them up because shipping is about as much as the cost to buy them. So those are 20 bucks a piece. Let's see. That's it. Short week this video. I am working on some bigger build videos. I am building right below me here I'll show you right here. This below me that's why I'm walking funny, because I keep hitting I put it in the worst possible spot. So I have a huge slab of walnut here. I need to make a council table or an entryway table or a hallway table. And the plan is to use this entire board for that. So the top, the legs, the trim, everything, my goals. And I think what I'm gonna do is do a full-blown build video on that. So that's gonna take what would be probably 20 hours to make and make it closer to 60 hours with filming and editing and everything. So I have the time right now, things are slow. I've been working on the shop. If you see behind me, the shop is a disaster area. I've been hanging drywall on that end of the shop, getting some things ready. Redoing that whole end of the shop, redoing the bathroom here. I got Monday, I'm starting to put some block up, kind of put new doors in. So now that I'm real slow, I've been working on getting the shop tuned up and getting it ready. I'm gonna rearrange some stuff a little bit, gonna change the CNC, increase the flow, and I'll do more stuff on that later. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna leave you with now, dumb shit people say to small business owners. People in the neighborhood here, they have a tree they wanted to cut down, and they reached out to me and said, hey, you can have this wood. If you want to cut the tree down, you can just have it. We're going to do you a favor by letting you cut down the tree and by letting you slab the boards, letting you haul them back to your shop, letting you haul away all the debris. We're going to do you a favor by letting you sticker those things, stack the boards with little boards between them so the air dries. We're going to do all that to you for free by letting you cut it down. I explained to her, I said, ma'am, by the time I do all that work, by the time I cut the tree down, take the tree, slab it into 3-inch slabs, sticker it, and let it sit for 3 years to dry, honestly, it's so much cheaper just to go buy it done. Well, as a small business owner, you should be trying to save money, and this is going to do you a favor. No, lady, it's doing you a favor because you don't want to pay the $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to a tree company. So, unfortunately, back pre-pandemic, there was some value to cutting a tree down and slabbing. But right now, as the wood prices have dipped a little bit, the reality of it is it's not worth the extra work. And for me, it's not worth the space and the time. For every inch of board you cut out of a tree, it takes a year to dry in a perfect condition. So if I like to cut mine at 2.5 to 3 inches thick, I got to find a place to stick it for 3 years to dry when I can go down to one of my suppliers and buy it. It's not a big savings as far as cost-wise, it's just the time. So thanks for doing me a favor by letting me do your work for free. But anyway, so that's it for this weekend's Weekend Shop Update. I will be back next week with another one. Like I said, we are really slow. Holiday season's coming up. So if you need something for a wedding gift, a housewarming gift, a birthday gift, an anniversary gift, anything, I'm your guy. I've got tumblers in stock. I got cups we can laser engrave. I've got boards, cutting boards. I got more cutting boards in stock right now than I've ever had. Bottle openers, wood dishes, charcuterie boards. My inventory right now has never been so big. I do have some shows coming up, which I'll announce here soon. I do have another big announcement I'll be making in a few weeks about some, I'm not gonna call it retail space, but a permanent residency where you can buy stuff. Yes, I think that makes sense. So stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to sharing with you. Everyone have a great Sunday, and I will talk to you next week.